Hello.
Yes, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes. And
Okay, that's good. So, by the way, let me just introduce first myself. So, my name is Karen. What is your name?
my name is Tiến.
Okay, Teen, right? Teen, right?
Yep.
So,
Correct.
nice
Correct.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so how are you today?
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
that's
good.
good to hear. Okay. So, by the way, let me just ask you, what is your job and where do you work?
So currently I work in Ho Chi Minh City in a Japanese technology company. I
Oh.
work for entity and my major is system integration. It's related to about a computer networking.
Mm, I see, I see. So since it is a Japanese company, right? So
Yeah.
you know how to speak Japanese or you are using the English language?
So in our company is mainly using English.
Ah,
So between Vietnamese and Japanese language is the main language is the Vietnamese English, but of course the Vietnamese between Vietnamese we use Vietnamese language.
mm-hmm. Mm,
Yeah.
I see, I see. So that's and for how many years you've been working there?
I worked there for 5 years.
Oh, so you had your previous job, right?
Review, what do you mean review?
Previous. What is your previous job or work?
Previous.
Yeah.
So my previous job is I work for an Singaporean company.
Oh, I
I worked
see.
there for I worked there for maybe 1 year and a half
Mm,
as a IT local support. It's like IT help desk.
mm, I
Yeah.
see. I see. So, so it means to say that it seems like that you are always working in international company, right?
Mm, not exactly, but a long time ago. So when I was a student, I worked for a Vietnamese company, a local
Ah,
company. Yes.
I see. I see.
But you know what? I always wish to work in a international company where I can practice English,
Mm-hmm.
as well as can improve my career path.
Mm. Yes,
Yeah,
of course, we are aiming for a better job, right? We are aiming for a better job. So just like working in international company, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see, I see. And so by the way, let me just ask you, why do you want to learn English?
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so if you're looking back, when I was in high school,
Mm-hmm.
uh, at that moment, my English skill is quite very low,
Mm-hmm.
and my English score is uh, quite low, and you know, my friends always laugh at me
Oh, this
because
you, right?
yeah, you know what? And I told them that I will learn English until that I can speak English fluently. And
Wow.
of course, I I already keep that promise until now.
Mm-hmm.
I try to learn English by myself most of the time, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
if we have a for example a teacher or a instruction is will be, I think my English level will be move faster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. I admire you, all right? So yes, you know what? Being a student when we are in a high school student or even in a college student, there is always someone that tease us or laugh with our capability, right? We cannot avoid all those things. But then, in your case, you that person who tease you or who laugh at you, he or is that a boy or a girl? Do you still remember?
Uh, Not exactly. It's a group of people.
Ah,
It's like a joking.
ah.
Because when they compare the score when we have a test,
Mm,
that group of people usually have a better score than me.
mm,
But the reason why my score is bad at that time is I just focus on the some subject that I will make a test in the university.
ah.
Yeah,
So
that's why I ignore the English and other subjects.
I
Yeah.
see. So you give more attention in other subject or in other right? Not in
Yep.
English. I see.
Yeah.
But then that's good that you used that to improve your skills, right? Because you know what there is sometimes when you don't have that much and you are not that much strong, you will think that, oh, I cannot do it, right? But then in your case, wow, I idolize you for being such a brave and strong that you are thinking that, oh, next time I will be doing my best, right? And you will no longer laugh at me. Oh, that's good. I see,
Where are you
okay.
now?
Oh, I'm from the Philippines.
You're from the Philippines. I know that, but where are you now? You are in the Philippines or in the Ho Chi Minh City?
Oh, still in the Philippines. I've never been in Vietnam, but then I am
Ah,
hoping.
okay, okay.
Okay. So, by the way, and you are in Ho Chi Minh City, right?
Yep.
And who are you with there? You are living with your family?
Yeah.
Mm.
So I still live with my family. We have three people, my wife and my son, and me.
Ah, you already have your son. How old is he?
He just only 1 year old. 1 year old.
Ah, very young.
Right.
So your wife is still working or not yet?
Yeah. Yes. She's an accountant.
Wow, I see.
Yep.
That's good. That's good. Okay. And let me just ask you, so you are working from Monday to Friday or until Saturday?
Monday to Friday.
So your free
Yeah.
time is just like weekends, right? And it is family time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what time do you need to be at your office?
I work from 8 to so I will move from I start my job from 6 a.m. to maybe 6 p.m. No,
Mm.
no, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Oh, it's a little bit early and it's a little bit late, right?
That yes, exactly because my company is quite far from my house.
Ah, you need
Yeah,
to
and that's
travel
why
for how many hours?
totally I need 4 hours,
Ah, really?
4 hours for traveling in both ways.
My God.
Yeah.
I see, I see. So, but then, you are still working in Ho Chi Minh City. It's still
Yes.
hard. Ah, why is it really far? So it means to say that Ho Chi Minh City is really far. I mean to say it's really big city.
It's not quite far, but I think the bus driver is he rides too carefully. I mean,
Ah, so
use if I use motorbike, I can is the time may be shorter. I can move from my company to my house or vice versa, only 2 hours only.
so you are using public transportation. That's why it took
Right.
4 hours, right?
Yes.
I see, I see. So, whenever you do have some free time, let me just ask you, what is your hobby? Or what do you like to do whenever you have some free time?
Uh, Swimming.
Oh, I
And
see.
I like sport. Sometimes I take a walk in the park because
Mm.
my job is just sit maybe more than 8 hours a day.
Oh,
And
really?
yes, I am
Ah.
computer. It's like I sit on in the from the computer like this
Mm-hmm.
all the time. So I need to move. I mean, yeah,
Exactly, just like me. But then in my case, I am just working from 7 to 11. It is just for 4 hours. But then, of course, you are correct. If you still have some time, for example, every 30 minutes, you can just simply walk, right, at your
yeah,
office. Yeah, because
yeah,
you are correct. It is a little bit bad when we are just sitting in front of our laptop or our computer, right?
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And you are using an anti-radiation glasses.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
that's good.
I'm not sure, but
And let me try
no,
anti-radiation. You know what? I don't. I am not that familiar if you do have this in Vietnam. Maybe it is in other
right.
term, but then you can search that anti-radiation is really good when you are facing in front of the computer or laptop.
Okay, thank you for your advice. I will search this.
Yes, it is just like my eyeglasses. It is
Okay.
anti-radiation. Okay.
Ah,
Yeah. And of course, now, you know what? Free Talk English do have different kind of books for different kind of levels. But then, I just choose this book and let us just try this, okay? So I will be sharing my screen. Hold on.
okay.
Okay. So can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, so Tien, welcome to the class. So as you can see, the first part of the book is having a small talk since we don't know that much each other, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
first one is can you introduce yourself, but then you already introduced yourself a while ago, so let us skip that part.
Okay.
The second one is can you introduce your company? You told me that you are working in Japanese company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So you are already answered that one. The number three is do you use English a lot at work? So,
Now,
mm-hmm,
uh, we are using English to communication with our partner every day, of course, but
mm-hmm.
just writing.
Okay, hold on.
In our workplace, we don't use English uh, uh, we don't use English a lot because there's no foreigner in our company. Sometimes we have a one or two Japanese member, but not frequently, but
I see,
usually
I
usually.
see. Okay. So you are just how about your colleague? They are all Vietnamese, just like you?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Ah, I see. Your boss is also a Vietnamese?
It's not easy to talk with our boss because I'm like a lower staff here. For example,
Mm-hmm.
I stay here, but my boss I stay here. If I want to talk to my boss, for example, if I want to talk to my CEO,
Mm-hmm.
so I need to talk with my manager, but my manager is a Vietnamese.
Ah, I
Yeah.
see, I see. So,
Yeah.
aside from the, but then the CEO is also a Vietnamese or not?
My he is Japanese.
So
Yes.
your manager is the only person that can be able to communicate with the CEO, right?
Right.
So it means to say that you don't need to communicate with your colleague using the English language, only
Okay.
online, right? Or in email.
Yeah. Right. Right.
I see, I see. So it means to say that you don't have that much time to learn or to use in your daily life the English language, right?
Correct, correct.
Mm-hmm. But then, do you like to read some English books, watch some English movies?
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
that's good.
Because sometimes I read the news on the BBC or another English magazine. So it quite difficult to understand the content in it. For
Mm,
everyday like this one between us, it's easy to understand. But for example, if you hear Donald Trump president talk something, it's really difficult to understand.
mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
see, I see. Okay, you know what? Um, since you don't have that much time to use the English language in your workplace, by reading some English book or watching some English movies, you can be able to be familiar with the basic words, okay? And whenever
Mm.
you are having a hard time, you are familiar with dictionary, right?
Dictionary.
Yeah. Ah, let me type it. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Uh, Where is the chat box? Okay, hold on. Where is it? Ah, this one. Okay, a dictionary. You know what? Even though I am already an English teacher, let me show you this one. I do have an, oh, you cannot see it. You can be able to download it in your mobile phone. The
Okay.
Merriam-Webster, it is a kind of dictionary. So for
Mm.
example, you are reading a book and you are not that familiar with that word. You are having a hard time to understand it, and
Mm.
by using dictionary, you can find there the right pronunciation and also the
Mm.
meaning. And you can
Okay.
also be able to know, is it a verb, an adverb, a noun? Yeah. So it really
Ah,
helped you a lot.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But there's one more thing that I want to say here, that I don't want to learn, grammar. It's quite a boring.
Ah.
It's
Mm.
difficult for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I learned English maybe a long time ago, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't remember any rules about the grammar.
Ah,
Quite a
yeah, yeah. You know what? You are correct. Just like you, I want to be honest. You know what? My God, when I was a student, I really hate the English, the rules. My God. Right? It's a little bit difficult, of course. But then you are correct, Ian. We cannot avoid having a mistake, especially
right, right.
whenever we are constructing a sentence
Mm.
or a grammars, just like that. So you cannot avoid that. So where do you want to focus when you have a class here in Free Talk? Where do you want to focus? The
Mm,
pronunciation?
now I want to have the environment to practice English, and I want to, of course, if you are a teacher, you can give me some advice to improve my
Mm.
weakness skill. Yeah, I need to improve some weakness. For example, my pronunciation is not good, or
Mhm.
my I'm not have a lot of vocabulary to
Mhm.
express my idea or something like that.
I see, I see.
And of
Ah,
course, English. I think learning English or anything, we need to practice frequently.
yes, of
If not,
course.
yes, if not, we will lose, or we will forget of we will forgotten.
Mhm. You know
Yeah,
what? If you really want to be able to be good in English, you need to practice it and apply it in your daily life because, of course,
okay.
English is not that kind of easy. You really need to exert a lot of effort and time, right?
Yeah.
But then don't you worry, Free Talk English will help you. Okay. So now, why do you want the next one here is why do you want to learn English? It is simply because of your work and you want to improve your skills, right? Okay. So let us have here now the lead in, which is the second part of the or the second page of the book. As you can see, we do have here a picture and we have here a question. Do you work in a competitive business or industry? So what about you, Tien? Do you
Yeah.
think that there are a lot of companies that are competitive with your company?
Yes, I think my work environment is quite competitive.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm not compared with my college, but
Mhm.
if I compare with myself with international college, I think
Mhm.
I need to improve more.
Mhm. Mhm. I see.
Yes.
I see. And
For example,
mhm.
for example, if for example with I want to compare myself with a a compared a person in Europe or America or Singapore, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I see, I see. You know what? Yes, there are two kinds of being competitive, right? The first one is the competitive is you envy. You envy that person. And the second one is you just admire and you want to be like him or like her, right?
Yeah.
So the
Mhm.
admiring is a good attitude, but then
Yeah.
being envy is not, right? So it's a no, no, no. Okay. Okay. You know what, Tien? As much as I want to continue our lesson, but then we don't have that much enough time. I do have my next class.
Okay.
Let me just ask you, Tien, if you will be having a class here in Free Talk, what time do you want to learn English?
Maybe around 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Is it every day or MWF or TTH?
It depends on my work schedule. Uh,
Mm.
not every day, but 2 days,
Twice
twice a
or
week.
thrice?
Twice a week, yes.
Mm.
Twice, 3 times a week is okay.
I see, I see. Okay. So don't you worry, Tien. We will help you to improve your English skills and to boost your self-confidence in facing a lot of people, okay? So, the Free Talk English will just call you for your schedule, and I'm really happy to have you in my class. I can see that you can be able to share some of your ideas and experiences. So, that is a good start, okay? So, that
Okay.
would be all for tonight, Yen. Have a good night. Thank you.
Yeah, goodbye. Thank you so much.
Yes.